Either we are there or not, ITSP Magazine still gets the best stories. There are plenty of conferences and all sorts of events that spark our curiosity and allow us to start conversations with some of the world's brightest minds. In person or virtually, we sit down with them at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society. Together, we discover what the synergy of these three elements means for the future of humanity. Knowledge is power, now more than ever.
Here we are. This is Sean Martin with ITSP Magazine, and I'm coming to you from the US. And we have a very large group of folks coming to you live from Prague. Even though you're probably listening to this in recorded fashion, they're all competing in the cyber challenge for Europe. Specifically, it's the European Cybersecurity Challenge running from September 28th through the 1st of October. Exciting times there. We're there with our good friend Jessica Gulick from US Cyber Games. And Jess, you're going to be our on-site reporter for today. Thrilled to see you. Glad to see this taking place in Prague. I can hear the energy in the background. You have a group of folks there with you. Maybe if you can just hand it over to Giannis, and we'll get things started.
Absolutely. I'm having a ton of fun out here in Prague with the ANISA team, and then all of the various countries are here representing and competing. Yanis, do you want to kind of walk us through who's here in the room with us?
So yes, hello from me as well. It's great to be back again to this podcast. We've gathered here today in Prague for the European Cybersecurity Challenge. Together with us, we have my colleague Adrian, who is the program manager of the ECSC on behalf of ANISA. We have Pedro, who is leading the Portuguese team. We have Petro, who is the organizer of the challenge. We have Mario, who is leading the Italian team. And our latest addition in the European Union, we have Tom, who is leading the Canadian team. So I'll just pass the floor to my colleague Adrian, who is responsible for, on behalf of ANISA, for the European Cybersecurity Challenge, to explain a little bit about the number of teams that are participating in the competition and the details and the rules of the ACC. Adrian?
Hello.
Fantastic.
I'm Adrian Belmonte. I'm the project manager from ANISA for the European Cybersecurity Challenge. This is my fourth year of my third competition. Last year it was not possible to do it due to the COVID. Okay, we have now here supporting the organization, which is Czech Republic this year, they are doing an amazing job, to be honest.
How did they get selected as the host?
Normally it's voluntary.
Voluntary, okay.
They say that they are interested, and the steering committee, which is the management board for the European Cybersecurity Challenge, normally approves without many problems. So we have 3 countries already interested. Next year we will do the challenge in Austria. The following year will be in Norway, and in Italy there will be next one. So we have at least 3 countries more interested.
We have our travel scheduled for the next.
Yeah, exactly. For the next 3 editions, we have our job saved.
Perfect. So tell me a little bit about today and some of the teams. I think I counted 17 teams competing today. Is that correct?
We have 17 teams competing plus 2 guests. Canada, as you know, and Slovakia, who came as initially they were observers, but at the end they managed to do a small team, so they participated at the end. They were very close anyway, so it was very easy for them to come to Prague. Okay, there were some dropouts in the last minute due to the COVID, especially small countries in Europe that could not, due to different reasons, mainly related with the COVID, to travel to Prague. But I'm pretty sure that the next year they will join back to the competition, and we will welcome you here.
Fabulous. And let's hear from maybe
Peter.
Yes.
Yeah, Peter, can you tell us, has it been exciting? Yeah, first of all, I would like to do a small correction. We are the best in Europe. Therefore, we were selected to run the European competition in Prague.
I'm sure everybody agrees with that. Yes.
Yeah, and therefore we are not having the official team to compete in Prague, because our team is so good that they are organizing everything. So we have around 40 to 45 students here who were on the side of organizer, preparing all the challenges together with experts from ENISA. And I think this is most exciting and most valuable point of the European Cybersecurity Challenge, not to only bring people together, to have opportunity for exchanging new experiences, information, and also to cooperate and to have some networking, but also to show how they are great in hard skill and soft skills. And I think that Czech team on the side of organizer is showing that young fellows are able to organize such great event that we have here for 3 days in Prague.
And talk to me about what it means to organize something like this. And I don't know if it's going to mess up the audio, Jess, but maybe now I'll splice in some video from later. But talk to me about the physical environment. Clearly, we have some pandemic challenges to sort through, but then also the technical challenges of bringing everybody together and giving them an environment to compete in. Can you share a little bit about what that takes?
Yeah, quite frankly, it's a lot of stress and a lot of spending time for making, let's say, great final product. And yes, it's true. The recent quite challenging times they drop off from the event, but we still teams from around the globe are in Czech Republic, and we are really very happy that we can welcome them all in Prague and to have this meeting. The first thing is to prepare challenges. This is, I would say, most difficult part because you have to be innovative. You have to find people who are, let's say, enough. They have enough knowledge and skills to prepare such challenges for the best from Europe. We don't have only some cyber enthusiasts here, but we have really great team members, best ethical hackers. So to prepare for them, the challenge is really, really very challenging. The second thing is all the logistics stuff behind. And we have team of maybe 15 people who prepare for everything connected to hotels and catering and make this environment safe. And of course, including all the anti-pandemic and anti-hygienic measures, what is really necessary nowadays. And shortly said, I think that we did quite well. And everyone is satisfied, and this is our award. That young people and all the team leaders and coaches are saying, yes, European Cybersecurity Challenge in Prague is one of the best. So thank you very much, guys.
And I can turn it around and show you the setup. I don't know if somebody wants to talk to them about what he's seeing.
Yeah, you are now seeing the competition hall where all the 19 teams are really focused on their work and trying to solve all the challenges. So you can see also the scoreboard, where I would say that hopefully you see also the logos of our partners and sponsors, because without partners and sponsors, it's very difficult to run such kind of event. And you also see the scoring table where we see that right now, I think it is Italian team is on the front line and the score of other teams. What is very special during this year, we implemented a story behind the challenges. That our ethical hackers are not only just hacking and having some typical standardized CTF, but they are almost like a real kind of challenges connected to great story which is happening in the space and protecting their spaceships on the way to rescue the Czech team who already went away to find the new settlement on new planet. So we are very happy that the Vine scientific writer Jan Kotouč, he is originally Czech, prepare all this story behind, and hopefully this is helping to have more exciting experience from European Challenge in Prague.
And I would say that the timing is perfect for this podcast because it is the culmination of the ECSC. So we have 2 hours to go, and the table has frozen. So the teams are not aware of who is leading at the moment. So we can see that Italy was leading half an hour ago, but we're not aware if any other teams have solved challenges. They have submitted flags, and it will. They will find out tomorrow who's going to be the winner of this year's ECC in the World Ceremony.
That's interesting. So you get a view over a period of time of who's leading and who's excelling, but then just like in real life, it all goes away. You can't see.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what's going on. I love it. Jess, you're going to say something.
The team coach, team leader for Italy here.
Yeah,
And you're actually leading the table now, Mario.
yeah,
How do you feel?
that's something. I mean, we were way behind this morning, but the strategy is paying off, so we come back for now. But there is many things that can happen in 2 hours. So I mean, the Poland are right back, German as well. So it's gonna be a really tight race, and we hope for the best.
I'm always curious. How do you organize your team? Are you finding certain activities are serving you well against some of the other teams, and you're focusing in on those activities, or is it just a free for all? You do anything and everything you can, and hopefully it works?
No, we have a little bit of strategy of what approach, when to approach it, how to divide the work between the team. We have different skills from player, so each one has his own skill, and so they approach the challenge that they know the best, and when they solve all the challenges that they know the approach, they move to something else. They may switch, so that we have different view from different background to approach the several challenges. So, and then we have a team captain that is in charge of keeping everybody working on the right task. Yeah. And this year in the competition, there are some strategic decisions to make, like if you want to join the international team, there is this extra challenge where everybody from one team may or may not join, and that's some decision that you want to make depending on how much point you have or not. So yeah, there is a lot of interesting choice to make.
A lot of dynamics there, and sticking with you for a moment, the idea that you're going to become part of a national team. So is that in the back of everybody's mind? Okay, this is the role I want to play in the national team. I want to be involved with the CTF, or I want to be a blue teamer, red teamer, or I want to be a leader, a coach. Are people already kind of working toward that, or is it solely focused on these 3 days activities?
No, we have like a long year process to select people. So we start from having a really, at least in Italy, narrow selection of people to train. We train them for like 3 months. Then we do challenges. We see who is the best. We choose 20 out of them. We train it again, working together, and from them we choose only 10. So it's a year-long process to actually come up with the final team. And also we work between years, because the people that we train, we try to get it back because they are really good. So we usually get people that they have at least 1 or 2 years of experience to get in the team. So it's something that we work forward.
Yes, certainly there are many strategies country by country, and I would use this opportunity that Italy and Czech Republic, we have the most students participating to the national competitions. If I'm not mistaken, in Italy it's between 3,000 to 4,000 people per year. In Czech Republic, about 4,000 to 5,000 people, students per year. And afterwards, you can imagine that from 3 or even 5,000 people to select the team of 10, there has to be a process implemented, and this can be somewhat different country by country.
How important is it to be selected to be part of the international, the European team?
It's well, in at least in Italy, there is competition to that. So people they want to join.
In Czech Republic, it's the biggest award for our students. Quite frankly, we have also some physical awards, but we never, at least in Czech Republic, give to our students money, like money prize. We are giving them mainly experience and opportunity. And for them to became the member of national team and have the chance to even become the member of Team of Europe, this is the best award. And it's some kind of building experience and their CV for the future.
So if I can share with you, it's similar in Team Portugal. So basically just be able to brag that they are part of Team Portugal, and the ones that are selected for Team Europe or to compete to Team Europe is just an enough prize for them to be happy with. So it's quite a big achievement to be part of these teams.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with you. It's great to have experience, the experience, I'll say, as well as the achievement, and perhaps if you're lucky, a physical award to take home. Beyond that, what I know the answer, but I want to hear you tell me the value of these games, the value of these challenges beyond the challenge itself.
Yeah, so I was asked there by a Portuguese reporter before coming here, and I think that, of course, if a team wins the European Cybersecurity Challenge, it's just great.
Okay, guys.
But just
do you know how I promised you a bonus game?
Yeah, we are having a
public
announcement now.
I don't hear you guys.
But so just the fact of being
So the bonus game starts now. I need, and I'm going to explain everything to you. You're not required to provide one person from your team. This bonus game is on your conscience. It can be part of your strategy to maybe obtain points or not. The bonus game is going to be inside a room, and you, together with your colleagues from other teams, will have to solve the challenge. All teams that have provided one person, it's maximum. One person will get a flag. So it means it depends on how many players are going to be inside the room. In case if there's going to be one person, then the one person is going to get 500 points. If two, you're going to get 490 something. It's with the dynamic scoring too. So it will depend on how many people you'll provide, how many people will be here, and you're going to work together on a bonus game, and everybody who was participating in solving it will get a point. So you have exactly 1 minute to bring Guy here or not. In 1 minute, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna come back, okay?
Okay, so as I was saying, so I think that the major advantage of having these national competitions is to be able to have a fun and competitive environment where you can bring students and where you can bring more personnel to the field of computer security. Of course, if you are able to summon 2,000 players to the qualifications, well, as a side effect, you will do very well in the European Cybersecurity Challenge. But I think that the major, at least as I see it, the major achievement or the main goal that we get by having these competitions throughout Europe is that you attract young talents to the field of security, and by this you build a stronger ecosystem in this area.
Applause for Austria. Applause for Greece. For France.
So now you see that we are really live. That's first.
They're happening as we talk.
The second is, if I can speak a little bit about the goals, what we have in Czech Republic, and I'm sure that some of them at least are implemented also in other European countries, national competition rules and goals. The competition is only a road. It's not a goal. It's a tool how to encourage young talents to be interested about cybersecurity, and also how to give them a new opportunity to be part of cybersecurity, cooperate with others, cooperate with future employers, and to work in this environment. And also later on, and this personally makes me very happy, if they became, let's say, our partners on our side, and helping us not only to organize the events, but also, for instance, to create new challenges and to encourage their young fellows to continue in their steps. And I think this is exactly the main goal of national and also European cybersecurity challenge.
Yeah, I love it. Bringing new folks in and building up some energy and excitement, and I think mentoring and helping each other. I'd like to hear from the guest team from Canada. Your experience is part of this. Why make that journey all the way over?
Well, it's just really the generosity of the guests, the host country here, I'm going to say. I mean, I met someone at a conference who knew someone who put me onto the organizing committee here, and they had the plan to expand their horizons and just shake up the competition and invite guest countries. So Canada is not actually part of the European Union. However, so one rule we're told, of course, is we could participate, but we could not become the European champion. And I can tell you, out of abundance of caution and great respect for our hosts, we're asked a team to keep our numbers very, very low, and ensure that we could not possibly become the European champion this year.
But the experience must be amazing. Clearly, cybersecurity is a global affair, and I mean, you're not dealing with cyber criminals and bad actors just from Canada. So, how is it interacting with other teams? Are you seeing different strategies, different ways to communicate, different things that matter to other teams that maybe didn't strike with you before coming to Prague?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what these international competitions are about. So we've learned many things that the other teams do differently from our team. The competition's quite a bit different, and the students I've seen interacting, not during the competition, but the hosts here have set up events for the evening, networking events, games to play outside, and we're seeing that cross-pollination happening every day.
Nice.
John Amos Comenius, it's a very known name here in Europe. Was almost like ancient theologist, and he was creator of strategy education by game. And we are here, let's say, educating and helping to increase our skills and knowledges, not only students, but also us organizers, by game, and also by sharing experiences. So this is also one of the reasons why we are very happy that even in these difficult times, Canada team was able to fly over Atlantic to Europe and to share with us their experiences from their national games, and we are trying to give them the same. And I think that this is, at least from my side, the best message, that we are living a global environment, and to be able to secure all this, we need to share experiences and bring more people together and have a little bit fun also.
Definitely have some fun. And Jess, I want to talk about that a little bit in terms of who else is there. I see multiple levels in this hall or auditorium. And who are some of the guests? Are they friends of the competitors? Are they
They are.
Organizations looking for new talent. What's going on?
Well, there's a conference going on in parallel, which is fabulous because it brings quite a few guests that walk in, take a look, and see how things are going. You can't see it probably in the imagery, but they have the flags hanging. Each one of the countries have their flags hanging from this banister, and they have like their crew, their support crew, sitting behind there taking filming, what's going on or taking
Roadies.
notes. Or yeah, exactly. I mean, it's exciting. It's a lot of fun. And then they have a lot of great things that are happening outside of this room as well. Great speaking. So you had a talk today. What was your talk on?
So there was a conference at the same time that they were trying to figure out the impact of artificial intelligence into cybersecurity. So it was a full-day conference with speakers from mainly the Czech Republic that have experience in artificial intelligence, many NGOs, a couple of people from the government, the military, and we had some very interesting discussions on this new emerging technology and how it could shape things in cybersecurity differently. And a few of the challenges as well in the competition are about artificial intelligence. So students here, they have to come up with clever ways to either hack an artificial intelligence system or use AI in order to solve a challenge. So we're going to see more of these emerging technologies coming up soon, both in challenges and in reality. And this conference was a great start, to pick up the discussion.
Can you tell us a little bit about the top sponsors that made today happen? Who were they?
I have no idea.
I see Palo Alto's here.
Yes,
PNC is here.
Palo Alto, Skupina, Setting, Aleph, Gordic. I mean, these are sponsors that the Czech Republic have brought to help them set up everything. I don't know, Adrian, do you have any information?
I don't have much information about AFSEA, which is the main organizer. We are the supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Palo Alto is a very well-known actor, so I think it's on the presentation.
And of course, they have booths outside, and PwC, I think I saw at some point, and people stop by, they ask information about cybersecurity professions and careers and how they can be involved. So it's a great event.
And Cisco is here as well.
Cisco.
We're having a lot of talks here about planning for the international conference and how we can bring in some corporate sponsors to make that happen. So that's kind of one of our asks, I think, from each country, and then as an overall for the international games, to try to bring in some commercial sponsors so that we can really make the best event. And of course, with commercial sponsors, our athletes get, I would say, extended access to opportunities for jobs and perhaps some further education as well.
Yeah, it's an important point, Jess. This doesn't happen magically, right? There's a ton of people, a ton of money required, and it's an important thing. We talk a lot about the gap in talent, and you're doing amazing things, I have to say. Shout out to you, Jess, and your team, and Cat's Eye for helping. Well, you brought us to Prague, or you brought Prague to us today, for example, and you're doing a lot with the U.S. team to help bring light to this really cool industry and really fun profession, but more than fun and cool, but meaningful as well. I mean, this is an important stuff, and sponsors and this group that you brought together today, I'm thrilled to see it all come together in Prague.
Fantastic, Sean. We really appreciate you bringing us and our story onto your program. You guys are amazing champions internationally on cybersecurity, and I know across the world we appreciate that. So thank you, Sean.
My pleasure. And Marco sends his best. I'm sure he'll say cheers to the Italy team for holding that top spot when it was last recorded. Maybe Jess, if I can get a full shot of the whole crew there, yourself included, with a nice thumbs up or a wave or something, and not me. I want the.
Can you see us?
Solo. There we go. I didn't need to see my mug.
Should we take the mask for the picture? Should we take the mask for the picture?
I don't want to put anybody at risk. You do it.
For 2 seconds, yes.
A nice wave or something. and we'll capture that. It's lovely to see you all. I wish you all the best success with this event and beyond. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with me what's going on there. And Jess, thanks for helping to organize this and bringing us live recorded anyway from Prague.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of our on-location conversation. If you learned something new and this podcast made you think, then share itspmagazine.com with your friends, family, and colleagues. If you represent a company and wish to associate your brand with our conversations, sponsor one or more of our podcast channels. We hope you will come back for more stories and follow us on our journey. You can always find us at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society.